All right, so today we're looking at some basic movement. First off, T-push, then stance. From there you move from shuffles and then into butterflies and butterfly recovery. So a couple things, that we talked about this quite a bit in classroom, is just controlling what we can control. So non-athletic things, right? Otherwise the play just comes to us. So main thing is maintaining a good stance with balance. If we are moving, we also maintain that balance. So we want to look exactly the same whether we're shuffling or we're standing still. If we're T-pushing, we don't want to change too much either. So let's see how we do here. So first things first, coming off the post. And you can already see, I'm really glad you're getting video because I didn't notice this as much when I was on the ice. But you can see from the puck's point of view, right? If we talk about being square, you're maybe just a teeny bit off, which isn't that bad because that's where the puck is, right? A little bit off, not too much. But what's covering this part of the net right here should be your glove. I'm not sure I've ever seen a glove up that high that's covering your face. I mean, you think about it, this is all double coverage. Right behind your glove is your body, which is your biggest blocking area, right? All of this is your biggest blocking area, and we need to make sure that it's seen. Think of it this way, right? The net is wider than it is tall, right? So if that's the case, don't we want to make sure that we have the width of the net covered? And you can see here, there's a good portion of your body that's not covering anything, right? So that's why we do these videos, is you can start to see that from the puck's point of view, these are the options. It's not necessarily the high ones. It's going to be the mid to low that are going to be open most, especially when you have a very tall stance like that. So again, I've never seen you play in a game, but my guess is a lot of people are going to end up shooting to this area, and it's really, really difficult to sweep a glove down. It's always easier to sweep a glove up. So keep that in mind when we move forward on this. Obviously, no shots today, but I don't even know how you see the puck with your glove covering your face like that. So that's something that we're going to want to talk about moving forward. Now, the other thing, we're on the goalpost. So stick's in a great position. However, you see how your toe is touching the post here? We want to make sure it's our heel. By doing that toe, it's pretty easy for a player to just kind of grab the puck, sweep it off your pad and in the net. We don't want to give them anything to shoot at. So by sealing that post with your heel, that'll be proper. Not to mention your push out's going to be a bit easier because you're going to have a lot more balance. But the thing is, your skating's actually pretty good. Shuffles look nice. You're very balanced. You're looking before you move. So look at here, right? Like, look at your glove, right? It's high. And then you're pretty good at just bringing it down. Now, if I just had to show you, right there is probably where we want it. So I know this isn't your stance or anything, but we want as level as possible. You could maybe even bring it up a little bit more, but you can really see from the puck's point of view, it is very unnecessary for you to push and then bring it as high up as you are. So I'm not sure if this is just a natural reaction. If you have a coach on your team that maybe said, hey, get your glove up, and then never really corrected you that it's too high or that it's really not covering anything other than your own face. Because it's really not. Like, that's, I truly don't even, I'm not sure how you even see the puck. That's a tough one. So really think about this moving forward. Widen it out. And then what it's going to really do, I think more than anything, it's going to bring your stick forward. That blocker still has a bit of double coverage here. That's where your pad is. You want it out in this area. If you can do that, you take up a lot of net. You're a pretty big kid. Saves are going to be much easier. And we talked about this again, like I'm going to keep saying in classroom, that you're in control of your stance. You're in control of your recovery. And I think those, again, as being non-athletic things, you have some really good habits. Like, this is a good recovery, right? You go down, you rotate, you get up with your outside leg, and then you push. But you can see, again, with that glove being where it is, what's it doing with your blocker now? Everything's kind of being pushed this way, but we want to go this way. So imagine if somebody started pulling on your arm, right? It's going to be a little bit more difficult to go the other direction. And that's kind of what we see here, because there's not much of you in the net anymore, right? Just that little glove. So think about that moving forward. Simplicity is something that we want to make sure is our aim no matter what. Having a balanced stance and, moving with purpose, understanding what body parts do, in certain situations is probably what's going to make you a better goalie more than anything. Just being balanced is going to be huge. And then from there, we can branch off and talk about a little bit more speed, maybe different decision making depending on high and low shots. And it's really going to start with you just bringing that glove down. So tomorrow, I'm going to be much more aware of that. Seeing it from the puck's point of view, I didn't notice it as bad just standing there because it looked like it had some coverage, but it was also kind of off to the side. So it was difficult to tell. This is, it's also a very easy fix. It's just a choice, like I said. So watch the video, watch as many times you need to, and then tomorrow, if you do need help, say, hey, coach, like, where do you want my glove? I would be more than happy to help you with that. So it's actually a pretty great video because everything else looked really good. You got one hole in your game. Let's just try to fix it.